Hey Aaron, my name is, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm 16 years old, I'm from Serbia, I've been skating for 2.5 years and need help with my nose manuals. I've been practicing them for about 6 months now, and I still can't get the hang of them. If you could help me out, that would be awesome, thanks. Sorry, yeah, I don't even want to try and pronounce your name because I know I'm just going to butcher it terribly and probably embarrass myself. Cool, so this is awesome. I'm so glad to have like a different kind of skate support. Just to mention it, you guys can send in any video you want. I don't care what the trick is, I don't care what kind of obstacle it's on. Send me any trick you want. I would love to skate support some different kinds of videos. Cool, so first off I gotta say this is the raddest skateboard spot I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's awesome that you're learning nose manuals. This is a really tough one at first. Cool, so I'm really glad that you rolled by and you did the nose manual just on flat ground. That is a great idea. Boom, you almost had that one. Honestly, I would really practice that on flat ground a lot more. Get it so you can go a lot longer just on flat ground. The thing with the popping into the nose manual is that it is quite difficult to pop up and then land on the nose and keep your balance. It's that point right there. Cool, so that one you did quite well. You rode about a foot or so and then popped off. So yeah, again, it's just that point of keeping your balance. The other thing I want to point out is that for such a small box, you're ollieing really high. Sometimes on a shorter box, it's hard to nose manual because you can pop up the board so high, but then you land down so hard and it's like too much pressure down on your nose and then it becomes hard to balance. So let's break this down here. So that first thing I did right there is I just stood still and then just began to balance on my nose. And then what I'm doing right here is I'm using those white lines. So the first thing I did was just practice between the 2 lines, and then I did the 4 lines, and you can kind of build yourself up. So set a target like, I want a nose manual from this space to that space and see how far you can go. And then the other thing that I wanted to demonstrate right there is if it's a low thing, just pop a little ollie onto it. Just pop just high enough to get onto it. If you pop too high, it becomes difficult when you land to keep your balance going. Cool. The other thing I noticed is that you were leaning like quite a bit forward, and that's why sometimes you'll stop and then your body will jump forward and your legs will stay behind. So check this out right here. So you pop your ollie, your front foot goes up onto your nose, but then right there, that's the critical point. You have to be standing with the majority of your weight on your right foot, use your right foot forward with the front foot that you're going forward with. But notice how I'm not leaning terribly too far forward. I'm kind of standing straight up and down, and more so bending my back knee. So both knees are bent, but my back knee is obviously bent more because that's the side of the board that's coming up. And yeah, there's that. So once you get really good, I guess you can do kickflip nose manual and ollie nose manuals. Cool. So for any of you guys looking to master the basics of skateboarding, get Skateboarding Made Simple. In teaching more and more people to skate, I realize more and more how good and how effective that video really is. Like, it really breaks down each step piece by piece so you can go through and learn it all and put all the pieces together, actually getting the full tricks. So it works really well.